sorry.
Of course.
However, here we are on the sticks now. Ain't no more safety here to be had. We are here to get very dangerous with one another, and it doesn't get much more dangerous than Riddles, man.
Yes, we got Riddles coming up. While we were talking about international talent, Riddles all the way from Canada. Not too high up there, but going to be coming down, representing Even Matchup Gaming. Meanwhile, on the other side, we got Kyros, who actually just defeated Mutace just a little bit ago using Young Link. And now he's having a bit of a tougher time with Riddles to start out on Terry.
That's right. Kind of getting caught into the corner here, yes. And this is just kind of the Riddles special. I mean, he plays characters like this. You know what I'm saying? We've even seen this type of play style most notably with this Kazuya at Summit. He just has this ability, like this chip in his brain, where he just can beat you while you're down, and it just feels impossible to move around him.
You see Kyros firing back, though. I mean, he hasn't taken any percent since losing that stock, but all it takes is that one jab. You're going to take 30 from his pretzel inputs, and now Riddles making Terry work a lot more lately. I mean, at Smash World Tour, we saw so much more Terry than Kazuya, and it's sort of unprecedented because, like, Terry just sort of fell off the earth.
Yeah, he did. And I feel like it kind of makes sense almost in a lot of ways. I mean, Terry, of course, there's just a lot more mobility there with him than it is with Kazuya. And, you know, because of that, when you play against characters quite like Young Link where, yeah, you know, Young Link is scary, but there's going to be a point in time he's just going to start throwing shit at me. I would much prefer to have a skilled Terry than a Kazuya in my back pocket for sure.
Well, you're always going to take 100, right? And just being able to pop that, use the go meter. I mean, it's not like, oh, my God, he's gone with the geyser. It's not like you only get one of those like Kazuya, right? It's not like you get a grab and then the rage is gone. No, the rage stays on. And Riddles with a 3-stock there. Kyros did... I don't know if I would call it an SD, but did perish off on the side a little early. So, you know, not, kind of a 3-stock, but, you know, we'll give it to him.
Yeah, we most definitely will. Riddles, of course, just an absolute beast, literally since day numero uno, his inception here into the community. So it's no surprise that he's on stream and, of course, doing what he does best, which is just taking a lot of lives. Now, in this case here, I want to see Kyros. Now, look, you just beat Mutace. Now, Mutace, of course, a force in this community. I would imagine there was a lot of B button to be pressed there in that match. I'd like to see him press the B button a little more here.
I think it's kind of scary because, like, when you look at Terry and just like you said, his mobility, his ability to sort of close the gap on you, it could be scary. And I saw someone say recently on Twitter that they think that Kazuya will always be camped more than somebody like Terry, more than somebody like Ken, because all of his hits sound like a car crash.
Yep.
It's just goosh, goosh, goosh. And I feel like Terry doesn't quite get the same level of respect, but he should, because look at all this damage, dude. Oh, my God.
Oh, yes, the damage. And then, of course, you know that transpires into stocks being taken. Phenomenal stuff here from Riddles. Oh, yeah. Now, I like that. That's a good combo starter, grounded up B. Of course, you can get, like, up air, depending on which way they drift out of. You can get back there as well early on, but in this case here, it's going to take a lot more than that to bring yourself out of this hole because Riddles is just doing what Riddles has always been known to do.
Honestly, the B button isn't going to save you here, no matter how many B buttons you push. I don't know how you get back into this. You got to get him off stage and gimp him, but yeah, he's able to get that first stock with that up air. Not bad. But for a character that struggles to kill like Young Link, just getting run over by a character like Terry who has no trouble finishing his plate.
Yeah.
This just looks dire.
Yeah, this is really, really bad spot right here for Kyros to be in. But I like how you're kind of disengaging here a little bit more. And that's kind of the tough part about playing a character like Toon Link. You know, you are the only, like, projectile zoner, I guess, with the ability to combo and fight the way you do. So a lot of Young Link sometimes will get into that really scrappy mode. You can't out-scrap everybody.
Sure.
And you for damn sure are going to out-scrap Terry Bogard.
He's doing a great job here, though. Has racked up so much damage off on the side. Gets the forwarder. Kyros fighting back in spectacular fashion. The problem here is that I don't know if there's any world where you get Terry off the stage below 100. So you got to contend with that go meter again. Oh, there it is from full all the way from the stage, all the way off. That's going to do it. And Riddles, you know, he built up such a huge lead in that first stock that there was really never any question beyond that. But if Kyros just sort of had his feet on the gas a little bit more earlier, I definitely think he could have turned that around.
I most certainly think so as well. You know, again, there's just a certain type of mindset you have to have when you play against characters like, you know, the Shotos, Kazuya, you know, Terry. They are very, very strong characters, and depending on who they're piloted by, they could be literally the most dangerous character in the room. But, you know, it goes without saying that you can most certainly camp these guys out really well. And I just wanted to see a little bit more of that in that first game. Game 2, he started to tap in, but I'm going to be real with you, Coney, it kind of felt too little too late.
Yeah, just you didn't have enough real estate. It's just you made too many plays earlier with chips that you didn't have, and then you just kind of throw it all away. So Kyros definitely, I would imagine, is going to make some waves in the losers bracket. I mean, definitely a very talented player. Beat Mutace, knocked him into losers. But wasn't his day. Riddles absolutely on the come up. I mean, Riddles is a player that we've sort of seen this story before in Ultimate play out with a few people, most notably like Elegant, like Light, people who started strong, sort of took that long dip, and then just came right back up and started dominating after that. And I think Riddles is on this huge upswing right now.
Yeah, you're most definitely right. There was like a small period of time where, you know, Riddles, of course, he's always been dominant, but just kind of struggled a little bit. I think it was around like the Gama Online time, like over the summer last year during like the thick of the pandemic. He was playing really well. Then he had a bit of a min-min issue, you know what I'm saying? People started to figure out how to fight his characters. So he just, you know, Riddles is not a guy that's going to stay down on himself for too long. He's going to hit the lap. He's going to figure out what it needs to be done. And he's going to apply it to the next tournament. Thankfully enough, our friends from the Great White North can certainly come down here and play with us because we have missed Canada sorely on our soil.